I recently watched a interview. It was just a clip of an interview with Jonathan Roumie, who has played in various movies, and he also plays in the Chosen series, the series about the 12 disciples and Jesus. Now, right there, I may have lost some of you. I hope not. I hope you stick around to hear what I have to say. But I may have lost some of you because some of you say, well, I don't like it when people take the Bible and add to it or take away or try to embellish it with this or that. Well, let me help you to understand something. I don't think that I've ever heard a sermon preached where the preacher of the sermon did not embellish it in some way, shape, form, or fashion by including an anecdote or a little story or something of that nature to drive home a point. Also, Jesus himself used parables. Were those parables a part of the Torah that he was teaching from? Because he was teaching from Torah, which is the Old Testament. Were those parables part of the Torah? No. But he used them to drive home a point, and he was very good at it. I myself write books that are Bible based, but they have a fictional part of them to help drive home the point. So don't give me the thing about I just stay straight to scripture, because you don't. Even yourself, even if you're not a preacher, even if you're not an author, even not. Okay, you in some way, shape, form, or fashion embellish the gospel yourself to try and bring it forward to the people that you're trying to reach. So, with all of that in mind, there was one question on this interview. It was just a clip. And the person asked him, he said, if Jesus were available for you to sit down and have a cup of coffee with, what is the one question you would ask him? And Jonathan didn't even take a second. He already knew his question. And I know the question myself. And his question was, did I get it right? For you see, Jonathan was the guy who portrayed Jesus in The Chosen. And he said he struggled with that all during the filming. And he prayed and he asked many, many times, am I getting it right, Lord? Is this acceptable? I remember in my own past, I attended a church, a very large church here in the city. And I was young and I had long hair. And they tapped me to portray Jesus in their Easter pageants and their Christmas pageants and all manner of things. They asked me to play Jesus. Let me tell you, it was a sobering duty to try and pull that off. It's a sobering duty to stand in a pulpit and preach. It's a sobering duty to do what I'm doing right here on YouTube and social media. And so I have to ask, Lord, am I getting it right? And I want you to ask that question of yourself today. Because if you're one of the ones who say, well, I'm just going to give it straight scripture and nothing else, make sure that you ask the Lord, am I getting that right? Because I say this, He's given you a testimony of how He brought you out. Because there's nobody that is free from sin unless Jesus has made them free from sin. And in the process, you have a testimony. And if you share your testimony along with some scripture, are you embellishing scripture? Because your story is not in the Bible. I want you to think about all of that today. Before you cast aspirations or doubt or seeds of anger at someone who portrays Jesus in a fictional, semi-fictional series, look back at yourself. Are you getting it right? Lord, did I get it right? It's a very powerful thing to do that. That self-examination is so powerful, but it should be a daily part of your Christian walk. I hope that helps you today. And remember, be kind to somebody because everybody needs somebody to be kind to them. Subscribe to my channel so you'll get the latest content. Hey, look down in the links. Go to my author page. Read one of my books. I pray that you'll enjoy it and that you'll be blessed by it. Until next time.